Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to look at a pre-order guide for Silver Tempest. We've gotten to that point, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm fairly sure we've actually seen all of the products for Silver Tempest that we are going to actually be seeing. And that means we can have a look at a good old pre-order guide, and it's going to be lovely. Now, as it stands at the moment, we are pretty good with about half of Silver Tempest. We know that half of Silver Tempest is going to be made up of the Japanese set Incandescent Arcana. That one has come out, and we know that there's going to be 3 Radiant Pokemon, for instance, including Jirachi. We know that there's going to be Serperior V-Star, we know there's going to be Alolan Vulpix V-Star, and we know there's going to be Morile V-Star. We know all of this. We know that character rares are back in this particular set, although they will be part of the trainer gallery, so it's kind of like they never went away. But you've got character rares like Braixen and character super rares like that lovely Serperior. We know all of this. This set we know a bunch. And I've done a whole bunch of videos on this channel about Incandescent Arcana. I've looked at every card. We've looked at the most valuable cards, etc. So that all makes perfect sense. The other half of the set is Paradigm Trigger, the Lugia set, which is probably going to be revealed in Japan either this Friday or next Friday. I'm hoping this Friday just because I want to see what it's all about. And then we'll learn more about that, which will be the second half of Silver Tempest. And we know that it's going to have Lugia V-Star. It's on the booster pack, and we've been told. And we know that it's going to have Regieleki V-Max and Regidrago V-Star. And we know some other stuff as well. But not a huge amount. We'll find out more as we go along. But we don't need to know everything about that, because we know all the products which are coming out. Now, obviously, you've got your booster boxes and your booster packs. And look, my advice for this is always very simple. If you want to get a lot of cards very quickly, but you're not after hyper-specific cards, make sure you go and get yourself booster boxes. Now, where do you get them from? Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a question for me. And I don't mean that in a mean way. What I mean about that is, I don't really know. Because I'm not you. I'm not wherever you are. I know where I would get booster boxes from, but unless you live like down the road from my house, which would be weird, I can't tell you. My advice has always been the same. Order from your local game store if possible, and I know that's not possible for everyone. That's absolutely fine. This is nothing but advice. And try and go to the same place as often as you can, because the more you go to one place to buy your stuff, the more often they're going to see you, and the better relationship you're going to build with the particular store. And that, of course, means that as time goes by, if there are things that are awkward to find, etc., they are going to have your back, they are going to hook you up. Always been the advice. But booster boxes are really good if you're just buying a lot of cards and you're not looking for specific ones. If you are looking at specific ones, it's not very fun, but singles are still the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry about that. It's not fun. I wish it were more fun, but singles are still very much the way to go. So if you're looking for particular cards, do yourself a favour, save yourself some hassle, go and buy singles. But they're the easy ones, right? Booster boxes, singles, they're the easy ones. What else is on offer as we're looking at Silver Tempest? And the answer is lots of cool stuff, and honestly, pretty much what we would generally expect. So, Elite Trainer boxes are coming for Silver Tempest, as they do for most sets, and as we tend to see, we've got a regular version and a Pokemon Center exclusive version. And I don't know why this keeps happening, but for some reason, the extra goodies in the Pokemon Center exclusive version keep changing set to set. So in this particular set, you get yourself 2 extra packs, that's standard. You get yourself Lugia sleeves in addition to the Alolan Vulpix sleeves. The Alolan Vulpix sleeves look like they're the same. And you get yourself an Alolan Vulpix coin in addition, not instead of anything else. So you basically pay $10 for 2 packs, your Lugia sleeves, and your Alolan Vulpix coin. If that's worth it to you, you go for it. If not, that's absolutely fine. Now, we also have our usual blisters and things of that nature. I've always been a big fan of the 3-pack blisters. And what we've basically got here is one with Togetic and one with Manaphy. Now, Togetic is not actually a new card. It's a reprint of an existing card. It is promo numbered, so if you are collecting a Black Star promo collection, you will need it. But functionally, it's no different to the Togetic from the set. Don't worry too much about it. The Manaphy is a promo that was included with CoroCoro magazine a little while ago over in Japan. It is a new, as I like to phrase it, mechanically unique card. So, again, it's also a Black Star promo, so it's up to you how much you particularly want this. This isn't like Lost Origin, where the Weavile actually looked like a legitimately good card. And I do think there's a lot of potential for that to be teched into some decks. Neither of these are good cards. I'm not going to pretend they are. But you've got a Black Star promo numbered alternate art Togetic and a brand new Manaphy. Now, in terms of the 1-pack blisters, you've got an alternate art Cranidos. And again, buy this because you're a Cranidos fan, because you like the artwork, or because you are collecting Black Star promos. There's nothing terribly special. The Basculin, however, I do like the Basculin. Now, this is a brand new mechanically unique card, and essentially what we've got here is an attack that can only be used turn 1 going second, but if you go second on turn 1, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. So basically, if you're playing a deck with Hisuian Basculin in, you can buy yourself a turn of immunity here. Now, we've got some other Basculin you may wish to play instead. That's absolutely fine. We've got the one that came around in Astral Radiance, which has got a lovely attack for 0 energy that lets you grab 2 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench. We've got the one from Lost Origin that for 0 energy does 40 damage as long as you can flip heads. So I'm not saying this is the only one. There are actually 3 that you could make an argument for playing. But what I'm saying is, because this is an interesting card, and because it is a unique card that you can't actually find anywhere else, I think this is one you have to take a bit seriously. I'm going to pick up some of these just in case. And I'm not saying it's going to be amazing. Now, I do really like the Hisuian Basculegion from Lost Origin. It's the 0 energy, 20 damage for each basic energy into discard, shuffle them into your deck. I'm not saying it's going to be amazing, but maybe it is. Or maybe there's one in the future. I don't know. But it's good enough that it's making me stop and think twice. Now, as for the check lane blisters, we don't need to spend a huge amount of time talking about these. I tell you this every time, and I'm going to keep telling you this, alright? The check lane blisters are not really worth it. You get 3 cards and a blister, but they're 3 cards which as soon as you open them are indistinguishable from ones you get from packs, and 1 random booster. It's not worth what you pay for them. You've got Magnezone and Gallade if you're so inclined, and they're fine. I mean, both of those are pretty interesting cards, but this is a pre-order guide. I'm trying to advise you about pre-ordering Silver Tempest, and I'm saying these aren't worth pre-ordering. What is slightly annoying is that these can be found pretty much anywhere. If we go back to the other 1-pack blisters just very quickly, these ones generally won't be found in your local game store. So if you want to get hold of these, usually what you have to do is go to big box stores, bigger online retailers, often slightly after release. They are out there, but do just bear in mind that the 1-pack blisters are a bit harder to get hold of. Not the check lane, but they're also a little bit rubbish. Now, as we started with Lost Origin, we do have a booster bundle here, and the booster bundle is just 6 packs for the price of 6 packs. I have seen a few people posting that they've got amazing pulls from these. Please remember that pulls are random. I would be very surprised if Pokemon went, right, these booster bundles, oh, let's make the pulls awesome. Everybody go to the factory and pick out some good packs to put in. That would be way too much work. Be a huge amount of effort. But if you're looking for 6 boosters, this is a decent way to go. It ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't bad. Now, we're also getting the Build and Battle Stadium, which gets you 2 Build and Battle boxes and some extra stuff. Basically, the way I like to put it is what you need to play a 2-player pre-release at home. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. If you're into playing the Pokemon TCG and you like playing sealed as I do, or if you've got people that are new to the Pokemon TCG, can't be bothered to deck build, whatever, if you want a nice little afternoon of playing Pokemon with 2 players, the Build and Battle Stadium is a very good thing to do. Now, we do also have the Build and Battle boxes. Now, the set as a whole, I should have said earlier, let me say it now, is coming out on the 11th of November. Which means that the Build and Battle kits are going to be available actually from the 29th of October. Because that's 2 weeks before the release of the set. So the weekend of the 29th and 30th of October, that's when the pre-releases are going to start for Silver Tempest. That's when you're going to be able to get hold of your Build and Battle boxes. Unfortunately, as it stands at the moment, we've not been shown what those pre-release promos are. Sorry about that. Hopefully in the not too distant future we will be shown, and then it will be lovely. And, you know, as soon as we know about them, I will, of course, bring you a video, because that's the kind of thing that I do. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is what you need to know about pre-ordering Silver Tempest. All the products available so you can go and make your decision. And I know we've covered these products in other videos, but I do like to have one video per set, proper pre-order guide, where I can sit down and go, right, here is because we don't all, in fact, I don't think we've ever had all the products revealed at the same time. So I do like to sit down and go, right, now we've got everything. Here is everything available. If you want to buy the cards, here's where you go. And you probably already know what kind of person you are. Some people go and buy a booster box. Some people go and buy a booster box case. Some people just pick up singles because they know what decks they want to build. Some people, I mean, I like buying the 3-pack blisters because I've had luck in the past and because I like the promos. I'm going to be picking up a playset of the Hisuian Basculin 1-pack blisters because I actually really like that Hisuian Basculin and I do think it could be playable in the future. And I did it years ago, with 3-pack blisters, not 1-pack, 3-pack, with a promo Litwick. And it was beautiful. And I never played that Litwick in a deck, but I almost did. And I strongly considered it. And frankly, ladies and gentlemen, if I had wanted to play it, this was the best Litwick available at the time. So even though I never actually used it, I did feel good having a playset of the promos around. Not sure if that's the best example, but I've said it now. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about Silver Tempest. I want to know what you're looking forward to. Do remember that when it comes to the trainer gallery, with all those character rares, etc., I'm pretty sure I figured out the entire trainer gallery and already made a video about it. So do make sure you go and check that out. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think. I want to know what you're buying. I want to know what you're skipping. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and other fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord and chat with us, and we give shout-outs to people like the lovely Jez Herford, who is a very lovely person and one of our Patreons. So thank you, Jez, for the support and for being a thoroughly lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.